Hey guys, doing another video today. I thought I'd do a follow-on from the last video where we just displayed some strike-through text. I thought I'd build like a little to-do list type app. So we're going to begin by, I'm just going to call it test.py. We're going to make this file. And that's it really. I'm going to go ahead and open this file. And what I tend to do now is just copy and paste the code in and then sort of explain it rather than typing it out, and then I'll leave a link to the GitHub in the description or something. So actually something that's quite funny. So the first thing I'm just going to say, we're going to need argparse because we're going to be passing arguments from the command line to interact with our to-do list. We're creating a file name called to-do.txt, which we're just declaring the name of it here. And in the last video I said I couldn't figure out how to do a strike-through effect on text on just Python, so I ended up using a bash script, but sleeping on it I realized that all the bash script was doing was this, so I just decided to copy that into Python and it worked. So this is going to indicate when something is done, adding an item, and this is going to be really simple. We're not using any database or anything like that, which I thought was kind of neat. It's just going to be a text file, which means anyone can just follow along. But I might make another video where we upgrade it to a database or something, and maybe even Dockerize it or something, but we don't really care about that right now. So we're going to open a file name called to-do.txt, and all we're going to do is write the item that we're going to pass to this function, and then we're going to close it, and then we're going to say we've added this item. So we're just going to do list items. Let's talk through this. So list items is pretty self-explanatory. I've got a little bit of error handling here because you kind of need it in case the file doesn't exist or something. So we're going to read the lines. So this is literally just like, think of it as a list, and each new line is a new element in the list, which is what that looks like. And yeah, some simple error messaging. And if there's no lines, then no items found, and just so on. This bit's more interesting here. We're sort of we're basically trying to work out which line is which. In terms of when we're interfacing with it, because we're going to want to be able to delete lines. And then now this last bit, we might need to talk through that a bit more, maybe not. Copy and paste this in. If you like it like this, just let me know. I think writing all the code out seems a bit pointless if I've just been like testing it and writing it out and whatnot. So again, marking an item done, we're going to open the same file as from before. We're going to grab the lines. If there's no lines, no items found. Here we're just making sure that you're actually checking a number which is valid. Less than 1 and greater than the length of lines is not going to be valid. And we're of course also accounting for the fact that we're starting our count at 1 when it counts at 0, which is here. I can actually remove this. I had this real issue where it kept, again I slept on it and fixed it, but I kept crossing out the next number on the next line and I couldn't figure out what was going on there, but I fixed it. Oh sorry, this is from the file we already have, and we're just making sure, because when we write it we're actually putting a new line character in, and all I'm saying is that we don't actually want the new line character, because here if our item has the new line character and then we pass this to the sequence, then we're going to have the new line character like here, and the new line character will put this bit onto the next line, and that was the bug. So this puts this onto the next line, and actually we end up crossing out the next line of the next number as well. That was a real pain, so that's what was happening. So yeah, we do need to make sure we strip that new line character. And then sort of same as before, we open a file, we enumerate it. So this is the actual line number, if you will. So that's like 1, 2, or 3 with the actual lines. And then again, because by default we'll actually be counting 0, but as a human you're counting from 1, we're just accommodating for that. And then we're just crossing out that line basically. So we're looking for the line that we've said we want to cross out, and we're crossing it out. And then we're marking it as done. The last thing we really need is our arguments from the command line. don't be too intimidated by this. This is quite simple if you've done anything working with argparse before. All we're doing is we've got a number of actions, and one of the actions is add, done, and list. The list, all we're going to do is call the function list items. When we're done, we're going to mark items with the item number, which is one of the arguments that we can pass through. So we might say the second item, and then with this, with add, we want to add the item text argument, which is going to be the text of what we want to add. I think that should be it. So let's go back to our terminal over here, and all we want to do actually is add. So this is what the command would look like. So python test.py add item hello world. So if it's a to-do list item, I might say do the dishes, something like that. And then if we list, ignore this, but this is kind of what I was talking about, but this is what it actually looks like. This is just a random print statement in there that we can get rid of. Do the dishes, do the laundry. If we list it, now we've got 2 items in our list, and let's do one more, and I don't know, cook dinner. List that, and this is all in a file that we've created, that would get created for us in todo.txt. And now if we want to remove an item, let's say we want to remove item 2, but we don't actually want to remove it, I wanted it to look crossed off. We can do that, and now if we list again, we actually list it with a cross through, which I think is really neat. So there was a print statement in here that we wanted to get rid of. Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, we wanted to get rid of this one. So if we list it again, we shouldn't get it. So if you want to grab the code, I'll put it up on GitHub. It'll probably be in the description this time rather than in the comments, but I might put it in the comments too. Yeah, so that's it really. If you need any help, just ask in the comment section, and yeah.